Hi everyone, my name's Jessica. I work for True Blue Bay Resorts Marketing Department, and this week I've been catching up with some of your favourite social media influencers, content creators and friends of True Blue. I called them to catch up and find out how they've been doing, what they've been up to during lockdown, and also what was their favourite memories of Grenada and what they plan on doing on their next trip here. Some of our guests include Jared Penny, ACHSAH Henry, Sinead Butcher, NEHANDA from Soul Mama Coach, King KAYAK and SHIGGY and Jay. If you have any of your own questions, feel free to put them in the comments and tag them.
Hey, lovely to see you. Thought I could wear this for old time's sake.
Yes. Oh, the nun, the schoolgirl,
the church missionary.
The church missionary. That's what it was. Church missionary.
How are you guys doing?
Well, we're doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Jay, you just had a song out.
Yeah, I just dropped my video. Let's talk about it. It's out now on YouTube. So definitely go click the link, check it out. I enjoyed it. I got to do it right before we got into quarantine. So I hurried up and did that. I didn't even know any of this was gonna happen.
What have you got going on at the moment, Shiggy?
Same old stuff, trying to do my videos and trying to get ahead, and just have content ready and just have different ideas. You never know when everything's gonna get back to normal, so try to be prepared for when it does. Just doing that. But it's been pretty good though, being in the house, working on different things that you wouldn't be able to if you was just moving around and running around, because you'd just be too distracted. But now it's no real distractions right now besides your phone. You gotta try to figure out to use your phone the best way, make it beneficial to you and not just waste my time.
How are things over in Trinidad right now?
For us, it's not what we used to. We're used to being on the go most of the time, always having something to do, barely having time to sleep. So it's like a drastic difference for us.
What would you have been doing at the moment?
We would have just finished Jamaica.
She would have been in Miami.
Yeah, I would have been in Miami.
It would have been like carnival to carnival.
Yeah.
So the last 2 weeks I would have been in Jamaica carnival for 2 weeks. And after that she would have left for Miami.
Yeah.
Then I would have probably been back organizing stuff for Island Crashers Grenada.
Yeah.
I'm Jules Road, but I go by Travel Jules. A travel and lifestyle blogger. I focus on how to travel while working full-time.
What are you missing the most?
This is my adventures. Living a full life meant to me like traveling. But now I'm learning that, living doesn't always have to be about that. It's about who you are in the moment, and that's what I'm getting comfortable with now. I still really miss exploring and traveling and meeting people through travel.
Once TikTok came out, I was pretty skeptical, but I had to give it a shot. And after my third video, I had 500,000 views on a video, so I just kept going with it, and it worked out. I had plans to come back in April to Grenada, but obviously that didn't work out, so I'm a little bummed about it.
Do you think you'll come back when you're allowed?
Yeah, I would really like to. That's the first place I want to head to as soon as I can travel.
This is Renata, by the way.
What's up? I know her face on the TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm a professional dancer, choreographer, entrepreneur, and artist on the side. Just a all-around creative, fun person. Born and raised in Carriacou, and I didn't move to the US until 2009. The last time I was back in Grenada was in May, last May. My creative friends and myself, we decided to get together at the beginning of this pandemic. We rent an Airbnb every week, and we've all been quarantining together just to have the space so that we can be creative with each other, continue creating, and we also teach virtual dance classes now.
Do you have any plans to travel as soon as it's over and you're allowed to?
Of course, as soon as this whole thing is over and we get okay to travel, Grenada is the first place I'm going to.
Yeah.
Nowhere beats the weather. We have the great sunlight, we have the sea breeze, and all of the amazing beaches and everything, and the hotels. And just the island vibe itself is different from here, because I'm stuck here. It's still cold over here, so I need some warmth.
I'm a mother of two, and I'm a holistic wellness coach for women who are on the path of motherhood. So from preconception all the way through pregnancy and postpartum and into early motherhood, really supporting women with tools to boost their energy and their vitality and their wellness, and ensure that they have as conscious and as sacred a journey into motherhood as is possible. I feel like the foundation of your own wellness and your own energy management, and then bringing that into the relationships that you have in in your family, if you have a family, is really important during this time. So I've been relying on them myself, and then and then hopefully putting that out for the women that I've been supporting as well. So yeah.
So I am a content creator on Instagram, and I also have an online store that sells female clothing.
Where are you Where are you now? You're in New York?
Yeah, well, New Jersey.
But you're from Trinidad. You're usually there.
Yes, I'm from Trinidad.
Had you planned to like stay out there?
I was originally supposed to come just for a month, and then Corona happened. Then Trinidad was like, well, guys, too bad, we're closing our borders. So I was just stuck here. But thankfully, my boyfriend is from here, so I'm with him.
Like, it's a bit of a relationship test.
Yeah, definitely.
So I also saw is your new collaboration with Pretty Little Thing.
Yes.
That's so exciting. How do you manage that?
So this is gonna sound, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna sound creepy or what, but I'm in a group of influencers. One of the girls in the group, she was asking, does anyone have like contacts with this person, that person? And someone put out their contact for Pretty Little Thing. So then I reached out to her, and then she's like, yeah, sure, I'd love to collaborate with you. And the thing is too, like a lot of the times with bigger brands, like it's so hard to get contact with them because I'm sure like a million of people are like always emailing them, right?
It's cool to see big companies acknowledging micro influencers. I'm gonna get TikTok famous.
You should. You would. You're so good at TikTok. Every time I see Chulu's TikTok videos or even my girls, I'm like, what the hell? How did you even do this? It's so good.
So do you guys plan on traveling when you're allowed to? You're gonna come back here?
Are you kidding me? Of course, that's the first stop. That's my first stop.
That's exactly what I wanted to.
That is my first stop. I can't wait. I definitely need some Grenadian sun right now. And that water, just everything, the food, like I'm like drooling thinking about it right now.
What do you want to do when you get here? What would be the top 5 things?
I want to go to River Sally, Sulphur Springs, because I didn't like the one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, he said I enjoyed myself, but I do want to do River Sally because I never been. So I want to do the diving. We didn't do.
I want to go to
We didn't
Annandale.
do the diving. We didn't do any of those things. So I would like to do things like that as well.
And I want to do the thing we did at the beach at the beach when we went on the boat thing. Yeah, I want to do that. Driving the speedboat.
Oh yes. Okay, yeah.
What they call it? 7 Sisters Waterfall.
That and more parties, hopefully. I like an authentic experience. We need a real authentic experience. And this time when I come, I'm gonna bring my sisters, so they need the full-on experience.
Do you get many people asking you about Grenada after your visit last time?
Yeah, now they think I'm Taps Grenadian. They're like, are you half Grenadian now? Like, are you Grenadian? Like, you know, so I have to explain myself. Yes, they do. They ask me all the time in my DMs, please.
Yeah, they definitely ask. So people ask where I stay all the time though when I was there, because you know when we was there with y'all, we was doing everything. When people don't know what's the situation behind it and all that, so it was a good experience because we was going literally everywhere, and we was learning at the same time. So it was kind of good. And a lot of people don't know about Grenada as a Caribbean country. Like people don't know like the beauty and the history and stuff behind it. So
they don't know.
When we was posting and teaching people a lot of stuff that goes on there, it made more people interested. Even people from in the Caribbean now, people like, oh no, Grenada, because you know it's usually Jamaica, Trinidad.
Yeah, and I honestly found out a lot of people are Grenadian.
But a lot of people are like Grenadian.
Yeah, like I didn't even know that.
Found out that Major Hype, I don't know who that is, but he's Grenadian.
Yeah, Major Hype, he's Grenadian.
Yeah, Major Hype's Grenadian. The guy that does all the.
I'm Grenadian, so I talked to him. He told me that he's from Grenada.
Wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, I'm one of those crazy people that have to be outside. I like feel connected to the earth. I have to be outside. Yes, I am. I have to be outside. What are you talking about?
No, she's
I have to be outside.
No, she's
I have
not.
to take, and even if I'm outside in the backyard. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I go for walks. I go for walks. I go for walks. I don't go for walks. I go for walks in the backyard. I circle around and pace the floors in the backyard in the same areas. I don't walk too far, but I go outside and I'm stuck in that natural air. Hey, he's a hater. Just don't listen to him. You don't do nothing. You stay in the house. He loves this. Actually, this quarantine thing is so his thing right now. Like he doesn't want it to open back up.
And then it took KFC away.
KFC?
Yeah, he took that one.
Oh gosh.
Worst part of this entire thing, like how could you take KFC away from Trinidad? Tell you how much I love KFC, and the people around me know it. My birthday was the 16th of April. We got into our lockdown at the end of March. My brother-in-law on the last day went to KFC, bought KFC, froze chicken till the 16th of April, 2 weeks plus later, and like kind of re-baked it and did his little thing to bring it back to life, just so I can have KFC on my birthday. That's the experience.
I did have KFC in Trinidad for the first time with you guys.
Yes.
And it was banging.
Thank you.
What are you most looking forward to when this is over?
Going to the beach.
It might be weird, but I realized it when I went to do the live show with Voice. I just want to be on a stage. It's like I saw the stage and I was just like, the stage.
I agree with him. Like I miss dancing. I miss dancing with the mock dancers. I miss being on stage. I miss that music blast. And it's weird for us because usually when carnival is finished, we're both like, whew, we could use a break from a stage. But like you said, I think it's because what are you doing? I think it's because we can't do it. It's why we want to so badly right now.
So what do you think you'll have planned? Like your top 5 things you want to do when you come to Grenada?
I want to taste like local food, like experience.
Mm-hmm.
They have a DDI.
They have a DDI?
You want to go there?
Can't you like ATV around the island or something?
Sun Hunters.
Okay. So we're doing a waterfall, we're doing local delicacy, we're doing Karakou.
As to shut rivers.
No.
That's the 5. We get it. That's
No,
it.
we still have 4.
The 5th thing is Jessica is going to take us bar hopping.
Beach hopping, because Grenada has beautiful beaches.
I think just the presence, I think that's been the biggest thing that I've taken from this whole experience. Is just like when we're forced to kind of slow down and really tune in to like what's actually happening in our lives and what we're doing and why we're doing it, and asking ourselves those questions and having that space to reflect. I don't want to lose that.
I feel like Grenada's one of those places, once you've been once, that's it. You're like, you fall in love with it.
I don't know if you're aware, like my husband did a video, and so many people who've seen that, you know, like our friends and in our network are like, oh, we heard you were going back to Grenada, but we never knew what it was like. And then when they saw this video, they were like, oh, I should really consider. The thing that I would probably prioritize first is a solo holiday with me and my husband. After this quarantine, I think we're both going to be needing it. The things that I was really looking forward to was actually coming for Carnival, because I have been there for Carnival 2 years before, but never played it myself, like in costume. And I would love to do that. And last year we were part of Chocolate Festival, which was amazing, and there were so many good things on. We didn't get to do every single thing, and I would love to come back during that time again so that I could actually like go through some of the other experience. And one of the things that we didn't get to do last time that I would love to do next time is the buggy tour of the island. My father's Grenadian, so my dad's whole family is there too. And then now I've built like a really nice network of friends and like-minded women who are in yoga and wellness. Nice to see over the years that there's been a rise in those kinds of offers in Grenada. I did some yoga classes at True Blue, which were really divine. It's like a really beautiful mix of like tourists and locals, and to me that was like one of the highlights of the trip, because we got to have really meaningful conversations and then build connection. And I actually think that that adds to the integrity of the offer, because then you don't feel like you're just in a bubble with other people who came from where you came from.
Like first drink or favorite drink?
My first drink? That's hard.
Like a cocktail or rum or
maybe rum. Yeah. Rivers, no. I think Rivers is when I wanna like, I don't know, when I wanna just go to sleep. Rivers is for Carnival time.
Have you played Carnival?
Yo, people gonna say I'm a fake Grenadian. I've only been to Grenada's Carnival once ever in my life.
So you want to come back and like tick off everything that you haven't done so far?
Well, I definitely want to do that. Just, you know, get more into the culture, have fun, and just learn more about it. With everything I do, dance is always incorporated. So finding some way to incorporate the arts in whatever it is that while I'm there.
Do you think when you come back, you'll come and visit us at Dodgy Dock again?
I have to, because the first time I went to Dodgy Dock, it was so dope. Like the music, everything was amazing.
So I really want to go back to Grenada too. So the first time I went to Grenada was for the scuba diving yoga retreat, and I was so excited. I had swimming lessons because I had this huge phobia of the ocean water. Then actually we actually couldn't go into the ocean because the water was too murky from a storm the night before. So they said I can come back anytime to redeem my...
I think I'd love to do it. That's definitely a goal of mine as well. So maybe I'll make that my target Next time you're here to do your scuba
Yes.
diving, I'm gonna do the same one. All right, deal. What is your best memory of Grenada?
It's so hard. Oh my gosh, it's like I love it so much. It's hard to pick one thing. If I had to pick like my favorite thing that I did, Malaika and I, we went to the Klaboni Springs, and when we went there, we had it completely to ourselves. It was so beautiful, and that was such a magical moment because I feel like spots like that are usually overrun with people, but to have such a relaxing experience with only you and your friend, it was great.
What would be on your top 5 things to do when you come back to Grenada?
So definitely I got to do the scuba diving and go see the museum underwater. I really want to do that. I want to explore more of the beaches because I know there's more than this Grand Anse beach there, and that was the one I go to all the time. So I want to explore the different beaches.
Yeah, we still talk about our trip. That was like what? Yeah, one of my best. Like that goes down in history for me. All right, Jazz.
Well, see you soon, guys.
Yes.
Hey.
Thank you to everyone that took part in the video. It was so great to catch up with you, and we can't wait to see you back in Grenada for some more adventures. See you soon.